Welcome to the Carriker Chronicles, the People's Show. Checking the pulse of Nebraska Nation, brought to you by Nebraska Spine Hospital. And today I'm being outshone by two beautiful co-hosts, my lovely twin daughters, who think the Lord above look like their mom. All right, which one of you's older again? I can't remember. Oh, what's your name? Dakota. All right, the baby sister twin, what's your name?
Desiree.
And what is your favorite sport, Desiree?
Gymnastics.
She loves gymnastics. We got to watch the Nebraska gymnastics team a couple years ago practice. They gave her an official Nebraska Leo. The last time she was on the show, you may remember she wore it. It's a smidge too big, but she still loves it. What is your favorite sport? I actually don't know.
It's basketball.
It's basketball? Is that because you're playing basketball right now? What about baseball?
That's my fourth ball.
Fourth? Wait, what about soccer?
Soccer's my second.
She loves all sports. You play all those same sports too, don't you? But gymnastics is number one. Okay. Is it okay if we talk football? Do you like football?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like football? I know you do. I don't know. But I appreciate you joining me. Can we talk a little bit of football here? Mm-hmm. All right. Nebraska versus Wisconsin. All right. Here are my keys to the game, and then we're going to give our score predictions. Well, mine, and then my lovely twin daughters are going to give their brother Jacob's score prediction. By the way, he beat me last year. Okay, I'm narrowly ahead of him this year. So we're coming down to the wire in Dad versus Jacob. Round 3, I think. We've done this 3 years in a row. All right. Wisconsin is currently a 10-point favorite at the time that I'm recording this video. The over-under is 41 total points. Now, here are my 3 keys to the game. First and foremost, okay? Now, a lot of these things that I'm going to read are actually from @HuskGuys on Twitter. So you got to give them a shout. Give them a follow on Twitter. Now, they didn't directly post this stat. A couple of the next things I'm going to share they did. But they shared someone else who didn't. I apologize. The person who originally tweeted out escapes me. But it's a bunch of interesting stats. But if you want to know how you can outscore your conference opponents and your total opponents, non-conference included, and it ain't even close when you include all 10 opponents, yeah, you're still 3-7. Here's how you do it. Hidden yardage. We're minus. That means in the red. That's not good. Red is normally good for Nebraska, but not in this. Minus 273 yards in the hidden yardage department this year. And when you look at the special teams yardage, the plus minus 204. That's almost 500 yards. Think about it. We have to move the ball 5 more football fields than everybody else that we play, minus 500 yards. So my first key to the game, we are in the hidden yardage, special teams yardage so far this season through 10 games. It's not good, in case you didn't know. My first key, win the battle of the hidden and special teams yardage. We can't afford to be moving the ball an extra half a football field or full football field versus this Wisconsin defense. Number 2, be the most physical team on the field. I don't think it's any secret. It's not going to shock anybody. Now, Wisconsin started out pretty rough. They've won 6 games in a row. They were throwing the ball, in my opinion, way too much early on. It wasn't working. Then they got back to what they do, which is run the football, get downhill, power football, and play great defense. So, my second key, be the most physical team on the field. Our defense is physical. Okay, it's going to be a great challenge, that Wisconsin power running game for 4 full quarters. Now I'm looking at the offensive line. We got to give Martinez some time. We got to find some holes. We got to do it somehow. It all starts up front. Now, when you talk about being the most physical team on the field, here's an interesting stat. Again, @HuskGuys. Nebraska has 12 receivers that average at least a first down every single time they catch the ball. And then he goes, how are we not undefeated? Haha. We're a big play offense, but we aren't able to consistently move the ball without big plays. If we're more physical, because we're not going to get big play after big play versus Wisconsin, but if we're more physical, we can keep that Wisconsin offense off the field. Wisconsin's opponents only average 58 plays a game. The Black Shirts have been on the field way too much this year. We've got to be able to run the ball. We can't rely on the big plays. And I don't know, another HuskGuys tweet, Jacques Yant had 13 carries for 127 yards versus Northwestern, averaging 9.8 yards per carry. He's had 16 total carries in the 4 games since 0 against Ohio State. I know Ramir Johnson's going to start. Clearly, they like him the best right now. But it feels like Jacques Yant should get some touches this week, especially if Savion Morrison, he's not coming back. He's transferring, if you hadn't heard, ladies and gentlemen. All right, be the most physical team on the field. Last but certainly not least is win the battle of the 4th quarter. How many times have we had a game won versus a ranked team, even on the road, in the last 5 minutes of the game? We give the game right to them like Santa Claus on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning. Win the 4th quarter. All right. Here's my prediction. Well, let's do Jacob's prediction. Can you read that right there? Wisconsin's score will be?
24.
24. Nebraska's score, according to Jacob, will be? That's supposed to be a 4. 14.
14.
All right, and I have Nebraska 17, Wisconsin 24. I hope to God that I'm wrong. I hope Nebraska gets the win. Let me know your thoughts. Until next time, Husker Nation, go big red, and always remember.
For the bones.
Good job, twins.
Thanks again to our sponsor, Nebraska Spine Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, when it's your spine, you do not want to mess around, and experience matters. That's why you can trust the experts at Nebraska Spine Hospital, the region's only spine-specific hospital. They are the best at what they do.